Current Wrestling Fanatic here. I'm Callum.
I'm the Mort.
And welcome to episode 4 of the Royal Fumble podcast. Survivor Series just happened. Big week. We'll start with the first match, the Women's War Games.
It felt like you were just waiting for the next spot every time.
Yeah, the very start of the match was pretty sloppy.
I just didn't... You go for it. You say your
Actually, before we start, we're in a different scenery. It's probably going to be like that in the future. Like, that's how the entire, like, for the next few weeks, we'll probably be in this room instead of in the car. So just get ready for that. But the Women's War Games, do you think the right team won?
No. But the finish was pretty damn cool.
Yeah.
So, cool. I'll say this. Like, they had their spots, which were pretty good, but it felt like it really ramped up when Rhea came out, you know?
Yeah.
But just like that middle, the opening part, like I didn't get Nia starting.
Yeah.
She looked just so blown up after like 2 minutes, like the doom. Chairs.
The hair, and then she's like, no, and then hit Naomi on the side. Like, there was plenty of weird, not necessarily botches, but like, just weird spots.
It was clunky as in
clunky.
like even little things like they were just waiting for the next spot, like.
Yeah.
Like even the setup in between, like, but shout out to the MVPs of the match though. Io and Tiff were just delivered.
Yeah.
They were on it, man. The bin with the moonsault.
Yeah.
That was mental. And Tiff...
I swear we talked about this before. Like, we knew that Io being in another war game, she was probably gonna do another bin spot. But we're like, and I said, can Io do a moonsault with a bin on her head? And we're like,
I'm not sure how the fixes would work, and I still don't know how.
I don't know if that'll work. Yeah, well, I'm pretty sure we talked about this in the podcast. I don't remember.
But like it was clean. Didn't even move.
Yeah, we're like, would this actually work with a bin on her head?
I thought it fall off, but she did well. She did really well.
And then literally that exact spot happens. And then while that happens, Tiffy does swanton. And yeah, it wasn't just that made them the MVPs. Like Io coming in with Tiffy. Doing the cash-in tease, which I knew would happen. It was cool how they had Liv and Nia right next to each other, and she could just basically choose who she wanted to pin. Mm-hmm. And I was like, how is she going to get the briefcase into the match? But it was hiding in the bin of that was really
very
cool.
clever, very clever.
And then Io comes in with the fire extinguisher, just spraying it because she's crazy. And then during that, Rhea handcuffs Raquel to the ropes. During all that thing, like the main focus is Tiffy gonna cash in with this, and then it's like, oh, now it's Rhea used that to
the distraction to handcuff.
So
it was clever.
There was plenty of good spots, like the riptide at the end to win the match.
Sorry, that was nasty.
But now both Liv and Nia have been, I'm pretty sure, have been both pinned since Crown Jewel twice.
Yeah. Each. The champion, and he looks strong though. So.
That's why I'm like, firstly, yeah, Rhea pin Liv, but this Io Liv match, Io is not winning unless Rhea costs Liv, which could technically potentially happen, but I don't see it.
Unlikely, I see.
And I think Rhea Liv, like Io doesn't really feel like a threat at all.
Like, she's a great worker, but she needs to be built up because she's been stuck in a little tag thing with Kairi Sane for a little bit now, hasn't she?
Yeah.
So,
and like, I don't know who, because if you pin someone like Raquel or Candice, I feel like it kind of destroys them.
I think Candice can cop a pin.
Yeah. Because
she's like the little minion for Nia, where Raquel is the big scary heater for Liv, you know. So I reckon they got the match anyway. So I reckon just let them just do some promos, try and build the match. You know. So let it go.
I find it interesting. Also, I don't know if you saw the press conference afterwards. Io Sky got asked, Liv's gonna have Raquel in her corner, and is Io gonna have anyone in her corner? And she's like, I am in damage control. And then Rhea and Bianca were dying, trying not to burst out laughing. I don't know, I just found that really fun. Did you see that? No?
I heard it. Yeah. I heard about it.
But yeah, like Io was probably my MVP. Tiffy was probably second. But like, yeah, what do you think about the match?
It was
overall?
Okay. You know what? My personal opinion, I think the Women's War Games match was actually a little bit unnecessary. To me, like, the War Games is all about, like, really, like, big, like, tense blood feuds. I just think a traditional, normal 5-on-5 elimination style would have been just as good. They didn't need all the bells and whistles of the War Games, you know? Because, like, War Games, you go into war, it didn't feel like this needed to be a war, you know? Just like a little...
Yeah, like Team Rio, Team Liv, I feel like they need to go to war. Rio and Liv,
I think them two could, but like nothing else really justifies it. Like, you know, like you had Nia and even Liv versus each other a month ago, and Tiffy and is like obviously against teaming with Nia, and you know.
I think they're gonna continue to do a men's and a women's war games. I think it's just
like... it's nothing against the women.
Yeah.
I just think the storyline wasn't tense enough for a War Games.
Yeah, but what about last year?
That was with Damage Control, so that was a bit different because everyone was sick of them and just wanted to take down Damage Control.
Who was in it? It was Bailey.
Bailey was the MVP, just literally taking the shots for the old Damage Control. Which
was Bailey, Io,
Asuka.
Dakota wasn't there.
Asuka and Kari, I think.
And then what was the match the year before for the women's?
It was I think it was another Damage Control one.
Yeah.
So,
I would prefer it to stay a men's and women's war games.
Like, again, it's not if the both storylines are justified. Like, I'll be saying the same thing for the men if it wasn't justified.
Yeah.
With the intensity of it, so.
Yeah, but then it's like you're kind of.
It's not favoritism if the storyline doesn't justify.
Not favoritism. Like if you do this 5-on-5 Survivor Series, it just won't. That match type will feel less special than the War Games match type.
No, because traditional Survivor Series matches was what built Survivor Series, and War Games should only be saved for the big feuds, like the top faction.
Yeah, but War Games, like, it's only once a year. It's not like they're gonna have another 5-on-5 War Games women's thing. Like, I think they did their best to build what they had.
Look, I mean, but it just felt very rushed. Just like, oh, let's get a War Games match for the women.
Yeah.
Like, a traditional 5-on-5 Survivor Series would have been just as good. I'm telling you now, it did not justify the intensity of the feuds.
Yeah.
Did not need it.
I think I still prefer it, but yeah, I can see what you mean.
I'd rather have two War Games matches again, only if it's justified with the rivalries.
Okay.
So,
what do you think? Who do you think attacked Jade? Do you think it was because their promo on SmackDown?
Yeah.
Of like. Liv was saying it's funny how Jade gets injured and now Bailey's on the team.
Yeah. I still think
Bailey
could be Bailey. Like we discussed last, it could be. I even my wild card and Jordan Grace, but that was just me being long shot.
Yeah.
I reckon good chance of Charlotte Flair.
Yeah, like we didn't really get any answers last week.
Well, it's alright.
I'm just trying to think who's now the main culprit. I feel like. I don't know about Bailey, but wait, you take that. But like Bailey, if she's the heel, I don't think she needs to be a heel right now. Bianca, it doesn't make sense because she was mid match. Like, yeah, they could have found her and she did it before the match, but I don't think so. I don't know. I feel like Charlotte Flair would be good, but I feel like we would have seen her by now.
I reckon just saving her.
Maybe this SmackDown.
That's something SmackDown or maybe Saturday Night's Main Event that gets revealed.
Ooh, Saturday Night's Main
That's
Event.
the reveal. Like maybe Belair could be taken out and then Charlotte comes out.
Yeah, like I still think like Liv and Raquel, maybe they want the tag titles. I don't know. Like
that just seems too obvious.
Yeah.
I'd rather use this to be built in a storyline for the next person coming up with Charlotte Flair, I reckon.
Okay, the next match, Shinsuke defeats LA Knight.
I really enjoyed it. Mate, Shinsuke could not take a loss here. Yeah. Otherwise, like, you might as well just release him at this stage, you know? Like, how many times he's done the character change and, like, just to lose, you know? Yeah. Just for the champ, but now he finally got the win. And you know what? This might possibly be my favourite version of Shinsuke since NXT. bro, he was just. It feels really sinister.
Yeah, like I feel like when he was going through his world title push and he was like a heel, and
it was still good, but
it was good. This just feels like a big improvement on that, like a further improvement. How
he's gone darker,
more sinister, more dark. The like less talking.
Well, actually, there's something that you're gonna like on this.
What?
Do you remember when Karrion Kross said Shinsuke fights with no honor?
No. What was this?
Oh, SmackDown, long time ago.
Oh, so not in the last year?
Maybe. Actually, that couldn't be in the last year. But he said Shinsuke fights with no honor, and now he's just being proven right. So Karrion Kross still cooking.
Yeah, Karrion Kross. We'll get to him again later.
Oh man! But sorry, back to Shinsuke and LA Knight. Yeah, I can cop LA Knight losing because again Shinsuke could not lose. He could not take another L.
I think,
and it's always good to freshen up a title change.
Yeah.
And I think probably the reign so far. Well, the reign has been okay for LA Knight.
Yeah, it wasn't bad.
But because we're just so used to like 8-9 month reigns now, that's why.
Yeah.
But I think LA Knight's probably a better chaser than a champion, so.
And that's what we'll probably see now. Like the build up to this match, not a single promo between them. It was an LA Knight match interrupted by Shinsuke at the end, then an LA Knight match with a promo at the start, and then attacked at the end. And then a Shinsuke match, LA Knight tries to come and attack him, and then just gets misted. Didn't even lay a hand on him, not even a finger on him, I don't think. So it was an interesting build up. It did feel rushed, but I'm completely fine with this title change. Like,
I think, like, again, you cannot. I know I'm repeating myself. He couldn't lose. I could cop the double DQ or Shinsuke win. I could not have LA Knight losing.
Yeah.
Winning.
I was expecting a disqualification and then a bigger build up going to Saturday Night's main event and then a win. But I'm completely fine with this win. I feel like it was a good surprise. It wasn't like it's a swerve for being a swerve.
Yeah.
It felt like a good swerve. Now LA Knight will be chasing. It would just be interesting having Shinsuke, such a dark, sinister character that doesn't really talk much besides his like vignettes. It'll be interesting.
I can't wait. I'm actually really excited for this.
It's actually gonna be good to watch. Like, it's gonna be
even like he brought back the Harkingtons. Like the Strong Style was back. He was belting cunts again.
Yeah, and the new theme song is so much like
it's really slowed down.
Yeah, it's like because people when he was with his old theme song, it was something that the crowd loved to sing along to. This is like too slow to like. Now saying it's just like you're focusing more on the entrance rather than the song.
Yeah. I get you.
Yeah, like I think it was a decent match. It wasn't anything special, but I'm glad.
Job done. Job was done.
We'll move on to the Intercontinental Triple Threat between Braun Breaker, Sheamus, and Ludwig Kaiser.
Oh,
this was a banger as usual. Thanks to Sheamus.
Mate, look at who's working, mate.
Yeah.
It was never in down. Like you got. How intense Bronnies?
Yeah.
The smarmy technician in Kaiser.
Yeah.
And Sheamus is the stiffest man in wrestling.
Banger machine.
He gives me a stiff.
And he was MVP.
Bro, though he just kept on going. It wasn't like the traditional triple threat either. Like it's more like bang 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 bang. Oh, I roll out the ring now. Then it's more like a 1-on-1 again.
Yeah.
I feel like always three of them were interacting.
Yeah.
No rotation in and out. And
near the end, I think it became more of 1-on-1
for the finish. But yeah,
like
I think most of the time that's how I felt.
It was like the build up was really good. Like always attacking each other in the matches and that. And then it led to a match. They all have great chemistry with each other.
All three of them can work. Man, so.
And now we will be getting Braun versus Ludwig. I'm assuming maybe Sunday Night Main Event as the 5th match. I'm not too sure.
We'll wait and see.
But because Braun pinned Sheamus, and Ludwig wants to bring the title back to Imperium. Yeah. But Sheamus was like, I didn't think Sheamus was going to win because him winning in a triple threat doesn't seem like it makes a lot of sense for him to win the title.
It feels like it should be a big 1-on-1.
Yeah. Which I think is what the end goal is. But Sheamus like he came close to winning.
Bro, when Kaiser pulled him out, he had me fooled. I'm like, is they actually gonna pull the trigger on it? And then like Kaiser, whoop, no, you don't.
Yeah. It was such a good string of
false finish. I mean,
it was a great false finish.
How do you feel about like majority of the match being on the outside of the ring?
Yeah.
It was a good change. I was surprised.
I just love Sheamus when I could see it coming from a mile away, but when Ludwig's leaning against the barricade and Sheamus just like
he just crouches up behind him. That was
even though I could see it coming, I loved it. I love just Sheamus. Sheamus is so good. Like he when I was watching as a kid, he was like just starting and already won the championship, already won WWE title, and like since then, like the thing about Sheamus is he is a WWE 2K heat map because he is that white, so any hit that hits him leaves a mark, and then I just like seeing him slowly get bruised and battered and red. It's like a literally WWE 2K heat map. I just find it funny. I love him.
Great match.
Yeah.
If it wasn't for such an epic War Games match, that would have been easily match of the night.
Oh yeah,
that's
brilliant. A banger. We'll move on to Damien Gunther. They didn't really Gunther wasn't really being like the
general
scared.
Oh, do you reckon?
No, I don't think so.
It's a bit shy, but we found in the opening he just took control with a shoulder injury.
He continued he. It didn't really feel like it made too much narrative sense to me about how he went from being absolutely doubting himself to in the match he just felt kind of the same as he usually does. I don't know. I was expecting something a little different.
You reckon you expecting Priest to get more offensive
especially at the start. Yeah. I don't know. I just thought it would be mostly Priest or Gunther try something and Priest just counters it all the time, and that's what I was kind of expecting. I don't think we really got that. But the match wasn't too bad.
It was SummerSlam was a lot better, but this it was okay.
It's a good match.
Interference again.
Yeah, Finn coming out, and then Gunther just kicking him because he wanted to beat Damien clean. Finn. We're now getting Finn versus Gunther at Saturday Night Main Event. Yeah. I think Damien will probably. Yeah. Because after the show in a digital exclusive, they did the Damien attacking Finn as Finn was about to get to his car, and then Judgment Day come and attack Damien. I'm kind of glad that we're getting more Damien Finn because their payoff didn't really hit.
It really fell flat.
Yeah, the Bad Blood match didn't really hit, so I kind of want a bang. This could draw out to WrestleMania.
We'll wait and see.
I think this leads to a triple threat at some point. Damien, Finn, and Gunther. Which would bang.
Look, the work rate would be great. I'll be saying, if I was to do that, I would say the old school ECW way, a three-way dance. So whoever gets pinned is eliminated from the match, and then they'll go to a one-on-one.
Because you want Gunther to beat them both clean and because he beat Semi clean after Semi beat him at WrestleMania. He beat Randy clean after he didn't actually beat Randy at King Queen of the Ring. Now he's trying to verse Damien, the guy that he didn't beat clean to win the title. And now Finn keeps stopping him from doing that. And I think what I'm predicting, right, is Finn and Gunther at Saturday Night Main Event. Damien's gonna cost Finn. Gunther's gonna get mad. It'll be Damien, Finn, and Gunther in a triple threat. Maybe Raw Netflix.
Raw Netflix or Rumble. I don't know. But
and I can see a potential stacked pin.
Ooh.
I think, and it wouldn't really make Damien and Finn look as weak because I think they will absolutely batter each other.
Yeah, that's the thing that needs to happen if gone for the pin.
And then Gunther comes in at the end, stack pins, hits them both with powerbomb onto each other.
So boom, boom, and then the next one just boom, and then you.
And then a double stack pin I would love that, to be honest. That's how I would book it.
That's all
right. I think that would work. Like, I think that means he's beaten both of them clean by double stacking. That's like shows how dominant he is, even if it is mainly them two going at each other during the match.
Yeah.
And just absolutely, and like it'd be no DQ because it's a triple threat, so you can bring in weapons. Damien could do his street thing like how he wanted in the last potty or the potty before that.
Yep.
Yeah, that's how I would make Gunther get over both of them without making them necessarily look bad, even if they do get double stack pinned.
Yeah, well, both these were good.
When was the last time there was a double stack pin?
Probably Roman
with Brian Edge.
Yeah,
because I haven't seen it since I've come back in 2023. What do you think about the match? It was good.
Yeah, it was okay. It was okay. Like, it's not as good as SummerSlam, but like, you know what? There's nothing wrong with a girl. Let's work the injured part of like a leg or a shoulder in this case. So it was alright. It was okay.
And the last match, the men's War Games.
War Games.
Firstly, Punk coming out and like shoving Bronson. Punk coming out and shoving Bronson.
The little facial he gave him.
Yeah. It was.
I really like it. Gets good improv.
Seeing like I've seen Facebook posts of like Punk attacking Bronson and like comparing it to AEW.
Oh, the Jack Perry thing.
Yeah.
Rumors are saying Tom Kane is still fearing for his life.
Yeah.
With the Bronson.
Tony Khan's still fearing for his life. And then Semi comes out, and then Jimmy.
Yeah, Jay started.
No, like I'm talking about entrances. I think Semi comes out first, then Jimmy, or other way around. Then Punk.
Actually, no, it was Jimmy, because...
Jimmy came out first?
Jimmy came out first, because remember, Semi entered when Punk wanted to enter.
No, I'm talking about in the actual music, the theme songs.
Oh!
Jimmy and Semi came out in the first two. I don't remember which order. Then Punk, then Roman, then Jay.
Yeah.
Jay got his, like, entrance last, which I thought was...
It shows a spotlight on Jay.
Yeah. And then coming out through the crowd, I wasn't really expecting, to be honest. I was expecting him to still come out
from the front.
So that was really cool. I also liked in the ring how when Tama Tonga was in the ring, like climbing the cage.
Was it the Mario meme going around on that day?
Yeah, with a cage. Yeah. And I also like the university kind of things they did in like.
It was a good changer. It was a good changer.
And then Tonga Loa just saying an actual university. Meanwhile, everyone else is like CM Punk, best in the world. There's Willie, his dog. But yeah, like I liked the build up. I liked the just everything about it. Jacob Fatu beating Jey Uso in the finish match.
Yeah, that was great fun.
Jacob Fatu is like he showed it in this match as well. He's
a killer. Like
probably my favorite person to watch. Like favorite wrestler to watch. Jacob Fatu. He is unbelievable.
Mate, how I know this guy sound like shitting on Drew, but how good was it when he just ate the toolbox and he's like, yeah, I'm cool.
Yeah, he ate the toolbox and stood up. Did he eat super kicks?
It took like a couple of super kicks to knock him down.
No, but there was two moves I think he just randomly stood up for. I think the toolbox is one.
Yeah.
And I don't remember what the other one was, but I feel like there were super kicks. I don't remember.
But yeah, he was a beast again. Man.
Yeah,
he's gonna be a world champ so soon.
He's not normal. He is a maniac. Yeah, I love Jacob Fatu.
He again for me he was probably the MVP of the match.
Yeah.
He just
like
I know they lost, but mate, he was that good.
Some cool spots. We had Bronson hitting the tsunami. We'll talk about the Roman CM Punk build up. Roman, he blocked CM Punk from coming out. That's apparently the biggest moment on Twitter in like all of WWE
wasn't
for
Insta?
this year.
Wasn't Insta?
Was it Insta? Probably Insta.
Yeah, biggest reel.
Yeah, that's bigger than any of the Rock stuff at the start of the year. Any of Cody winning the title. Bigger than the WrestleMania match. this was apparently the biggest moment on Insta, which is interesting.
Yeah.
Roman blocking CM Punk from coming out. I also like the meme of CM Punk
the stand.
Yeah. I don't know why, I just found it funny how when they're in the cage looking away from each other. And then we also Roman is not really he's doing stuff with his family and keeping CM Punk separate throughout the entire match.
Remember, everyone's down, Roman's helping everyone up, and then he just looks at Punk and just leaves him.
And then CM Punk stands up himself, and then Paul Heyman on the side of the cage. I don't know if this happened after the Bronson tsunami or not. I can't remember. But Paul Heyman out on the outside of the ring say he's got to work together kind of thing. It was power of friendship.
What's the
10:32.
Okay. So we'll wrap this up soon, guys. Yeah. So
and then that tsunami from Bronson Reed, he just hit the ground. He went straight to the table, landed kind of on his feet. I think did he injure himself?
Yeah, he's gonna be out for a couple of weeks apparently. That's what Triple H said in his press conference.
The table didn't really slow his fall much. He just basically fell 15 feet or whatever.
It was massive.
And he's a 330-pound ball. He's just hitting the ground.
He's my thick boy.
Yeah. And then Roman's lying on the table. I thought he was going to roll off, but Punk actually pulled him off, which was...
that was similar, because all right, I have to, not prove himself, but then Roman, all right, I can trust Punk for this match.
And then Jimmy, you got your Jimmy Semi...
Oh, bro, the handshake.
You wanted that.
Oh, bro, I wanted it bad, and we got it. He came over for the show, and the pop was not bad. I was pretty happy for it.
Yeah. And then Jimmy also got his moment. He was at the top of the.
Yeah, and he did his the Uso splash. And apparently broke his toe on that.
Yeah, he broke his toe. But was that Tajika Fatu?
Yes, because he was up there for ages.
Yeah. It's cool that Jimmy got to do it because he gets his moment in the match because he was you've got Jay, you've got Roman, you've got Punk, and you got Semi, and then Jimmy hasn't got his singles push as much yet, so it's cool that he got that moment.
Yeah.
And then to end the match, Solo is the only one in the ring. Roman's like, do you wanna join this bloodline yet? And he stood up for himself, got absolutely destroyed.
I actually like it.
Super kick, double super kick, lever kick, GTS,
and spear.
Boom. And then Solo gets pinned, but he didn't look weak.
Mate, he took everyone's finisher. Yeah. No one's getting out of that.
It was cool. I was they really drew out the ending of
the ramp. Yeah, you expecting the Rock or something else to happen.
It's they really, really drew it out, and there was no Rock or there was no anything.
Hikuleo.
Yeah. So it was okay, I don't know why they drew it out so much. It showed them walking out of the cage. I'm surely now if it shows them walking out of the cage, it doesn't finish with them in the cage. They're walking out of the cage, walking to the ramp. Punk actually goes backstage. I think he gets told to come back out.
Yeah.
And then I was actually expecting Punk to acknowledge Roman or something. But no, he hit the thing.
The GTS pose.
Yeah. So overall, Survivor Series was pretty good.
It was solid. But I hate these people saying, "Oh, Triple H booked a bad show on purpose," and these AEW blokes.
It wasn't even a bad show.
I was saying to him, if I had this in the late 2010s, I've been doing backflips.
Yeah, it was
solid. It was okay.
7 out of 10.
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah.
6 or 7.
Nothing
bad. Nothing and 2 solid matches. You can't complain that much.
Yeah, I thought it was really good. We will talk about the biggest talking point now. WWE.
Hang on.
You need the tissues.
The tissues. I need them.
The New Day segment.
Oh, fuck.
Wow. Okay, so I'd seen some spoilers that Big E came out, and I was trying to avoid them after that. I was no, I don't want to see anything. And I saw I saw a post saying Big E was out here to help them thing. That's all I saw. So I thought it was actually going to be good. I going in, I'm okay, I've kind of been spoiled. I was hoping that I thought that going in, it was actually Big E reuniting them, and it was going to be a good thing. And then I watched the segment.
Bro.
Wow.
I was not ready.
Yeah.
I was not ready. I saw Big E's. I'm all right, yeah, big happy family.
Yeah.
you broke your neck. So what?
Diabolical,
bro.
From Kofi.
I was not ready to now absolutely despise Kofi and Xavier.
Yeah, like
that was the last thing I was expecting, man. That was fucked.
Everyone was expecting Xavier to turn or Kofi to turn potentially even, but not both of them.
Bro,
and it's not like them now teaming doesn't make sense because it does.
Because now they're on the same page because for the hatred for you left us.
Fuck, it's. That whole segment is like it's got
bro,
the whole wrestling world.
Bro, that was the most emotional. Like, bro, I was like, again, I'm not these mice that go, oh, fuck you fucking jabroni, but bro, like it hit you in the feels.
Yeah.
Like it, like just you felt like a family just ripped out your heart, and you know that it had it hard, man. Oh my gosh, it was rough viewing. Like I was like, I'm trying not to go too loud because like people like I watched it pretty late at night on. The Tuesday night because again we were working. Yeah. Like everyone's sleeping. I'm like, you know, it was rough.
It was like because for me, right, I grew up with Kofi. Kofi was my favorite mid-carder. And then I kind of saw Big E coming in with Dolph Ziggler and that, and then I kind of stopped watching. And then I haven't been watching since 2023, so I don't even think I've seen a Big E match in my life, like live. But like. Even though that I've only watched for 2 years, it still feels like I've been a part of the whole 10 years. I don't know. It's just like and then seeing them just fall apart. It's like
it's heartbreaking.
I've been waiting all these 2 years since the 2023 Royal Rumble for Big E, and I'm like maybe I'll never see him. And he comes back in this segment, and it's like yes, we're finally gonna get it. And like I said, the spoiler that I saw was like Big E's coming out to help him. So I'm like, okay, this is gonna be a happy segment. And then it wasn't. It was the saddest segment of the year.
Do you need tissue now?
No, I'll be fine, I think.
Okay.
But
alright, just checking.
but like it was the saddest segment of the year.
For sure.
Saddest segment.
Bro, I think that might be a segment of the year. I reckon right there.
Yeah, it's
well in terms of
like
actually. Yeah. I was just tragic. I mean, like,
and it was like I don't know, like they're now on the same page, and they are going to be. I think your next tag team.
Bro, they're gonna be some big nasty bastards.
They are going to beat Finn and JD. Like
they're gonna the next.
I have no question of it out.
I think they're gonna be doing the old cheap to win shit now, man. I reckon 100%. You need to really amp it up now.
Because like
I said to even before we filmed, like. What if they change the name from like the New Day? Because like, to me, they said this is the Brotherhood. Xavier said in a promo. So I'm thinking, what if they call like when it's just Kofi, like bugger off the New Day music, bugger off the New Day name. They call it the Brotherhood.
Okay, Big E technically hasn't been kicked out of the New Day. You think that he has, but like I watched a video from Suplex, another creator. He was like saying how they're justified Kofi and Xavier.
No, they're not.
I am. You've got to watch this video after we finish filming. But he's kind of right. Like Xavier and Kofi have been waiting for Big E to come back for 3-4 years.
He broke his neck.
I know. So what? That's still crazy, but so what? But like how Kofi and Xavier are always checking up on Big E in the hospital, but then Big E's now got a desk job, but it came to the very last point where everyone expected him to come out for him to come out. Yeah. I'm still on the Big E side because like it's Big E, but he got out a point about how they're kind of justified, I guess. It still feels insane.
It's gut wrenching.
Like,
pulls at the heartstrings.
It was also like because Xavier said we'll call you when we need you, or if we need you. They didn't say you're out of the New Day.
Well, I think that's how Big E took. Like after 10 years, that's how you treat it.
That's how he took it. Yeah, he's like Kofi, you too. Kofi, you too. Come on, man.
Like I'm not gonna. It's a bit different. I had someone in my soccer team. Nothing bad happened, but you just won a year of soccer, right? I know it's a bit different. And when we came back, when basically one of our best mates are back. You know.
Yeah.
It's very similar feeling. So, yeah, nothing. Yeah. It was crazy.
Like he only broke his neck. That's still.
It just depends.
That line, like you broke your neck. So what? That's so wild.
It's savage as. I think we probably covered maybe one more little topic. The Rollins/Drew stuff, I reckon. I think this is going to be...
Wait, before we get to that, do you think Big E is secretly cleared?
I think they set us up too much of a tease for him not to be cleared.
Like, I'm talking Royal Rumble number 30. Xavier and...
Not necessarily 30, but I just see like...
I think he's worth a 30, but...
He is worth a 30.
If you want it to be more of a surprise, it could happen mid-match. Like, we've got Kofi and Xavier in the ring, just absolutely destroying everyone or something.
And then Big E comes out and just bugger them both.
Eliminates them both. Like, because I think there's a potential for a triple threat, New Day triple threat.
You love a new triple threat tag team.
Wait. New Day triple threat at WrestleMania.
Yes.
And that's when they reunite after the match.
Okay.
But, like, because right now they're both against Big E, but I can also see, like, we're talking about what we considered as one of the segments of the year last week when they were arguing, Kofi and Xavier.
Yeah.
And I know now they're on the same page, but they just attacked each other with some of those brutal insults. I could see this if Triple H cooks like we know he can cook, that it leads to a triple threat at WrestleMania and then they reunite in a happy moment. I think that'd be cool.
Yeah. That would be cool.
Yeah. But I right before then, I think we're going to get a tag title run from the New Day.
I think so. Like, that was like, all right, the Savages, like, basically, Savage cheat to win.
Yeah.
Like, I can see, like, maybe, like, ref back, bugger you, go low, you know?
Yeah. We will talk about the Raw. So, CM Punk comes out, and then Seth comes out, and I'm like,
now we start.
Woo, baby. And then finally they've laid hands on each other. Seth shoves CM Punk.
I love him. Like, what happened last time I was here, you were having a belt, what happened? Which was a bit of a silly line, because, like, he was there at SummerSlam. Yeah, like, you know what I mean?
Yeah, now you had the title, and I wanted it. Now you have nothing, and I don't need, like, you're not, I don't need you. I'm not, like, you've got nothing I need. And Seth's like, this is my business, like, and it's gonna, like, I can't wait. I
think Rollins is gonna get the belt before,
it's gonna be a World Heavyweight title match, because, like, that's night one main event worthy. But then, if that's not one main event worthy, it means Cody and Randy might not be main event.
Someone's gonna miss out, unfortunately.
Yeah. But I feel like, because this is Punk's best chance to get this main event.
Right now. I reckon, that's his favour for Paul Heyman to get the main event of WrestleMania.
Maybe. This favour is a huge deal.
It's dangling right there.
No one knows what it could be, but it's something to do with Paul Heyman. It could be something to do with the Punk Roman feud down the line. It could be literally anything. But yeah, the CM Punk Seth promo was a banger, and then Semi and Jay come out to help.
How good was it?
Help break them up.
Sorry, quick check off topic on that. How good was it actually seeing, like, all right, these two are friends of both of them. We're not having these fight.
Yeah.
Like, you know, like.
And then
the whole who attacked Jay backstage as well.
Yeah. So the semi Seth promo was a banger.
Oh, bro, like both felt so justified. Like, you created the tribal chief when he's back in a chair. You did it.
Yeah,
and I respected
it too. And I was like, oh damn, he's right.
Yeah.
They both hit Roman in the back. With two of the most the biggest chair shots in history. The most important chair shots.
I'd say the most cinematic.
Yeah.
That's the word. Just like.
And then Roman hitting Seth as well at WrestleMania 40.
Oh.
But yeah, they both cooked in the promo. And then before their match in the main event, Jey Uso is attacked backstage. And then Sami assumes it's Seth, obviously. And then Seth is like, I wouldn't do that, man. It's not me.
Then
and then rolls Sami up. Because Sami was about to hit Seth with the chair.
Yeah.
And then after that, Drew McIntyre returns.
Bro, that's a good... I did not see it. Like, there's no rumours about Drew coming back, and then, like, boom.
And it makes sense, because he's attacking Jay, the guy he also hates. And we never really got a good payoff between them two either. Like,
I think it's more about fuck the bloodline with Drew.
Yeah.
That's why I feel like... Because, like, here's what I've seen. People saying the big three of Drew, Rollins, and KO... Fuck the bloodline and Cody, and you got the big three of Roman, Cody, and Punk. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So people think maybe they can do a big thing, a big 6-man
Yeah.
chamber or something.
I feel like you need to involve Jay and stuff in there.
Yes, eventually, but I think it's people saying I reckon the 6 biggest stars on the male side. Them.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
Because you can see like everyone like apparently the heel side with Rollins, Drew, and
like imagine imagine those as the final 6 in the Rumble or something, and then we get a 2018. Was it 2018? Where it was
like a new style versus old.
Yeah, it's like similar face off to that.
How's that gonna happen if Cody's champ?
True. Good point.
I know what you mean though.
Yeah, but what was I saying?
We're talking about Drew.
What was next? Yeah, Drew.
I think we're just talking about. I think there's a potential alliance there with them through both these threes going up against each other at some point.
That'd be interesting. I think it could be booked great. So I think I'd be fine with that. I'd be down. Okay, we're trying to rush through these. We'll talk about the women's Intercontinental tournament. They've announced it. I do not like this bracket because
I haven't seen it.
Okay,
I saw Raw, but I didn't see it.
I'll explain the bracket real quick. Just let me find the full bracket. But the first match was Dakota Kai, Shayna Baszler, and who was the other one?
I don't know. I watched it. I don't remember.
Hold on. Raw Women's. I'm just gonna Google it real quick.
Thank you, Google. Imagine if we did this like in the early 2000s. No chance of Google.
Yeah. Hold up. Let me find this bracket real quick. Super quick.
Let's just hope the phone isn't overheat, eh?
And Katana Chance.
Oh, you forgot she existed.
It was an interesting match. But yeah, so it was Dakota Kai, Shayna Baszler, Katana Chance. Dakota Kai won. I'm glad she did. I would have been fine with Shayna winning, but
yes.
I'm glad Dakota won.
Yeah.
Then next week we have Lyra Valkyria, Zelina Vega, and Ivy Nile. And now I'm scared because I want Zelina to win this tournament, right? She's in the same match as Ivy Nile, who would cost her the match, and Lyra Valkyria, who is good enough to win at least the first round match. So I'm scared Zelina's going to lose.
I would have kept Zelina and
Lyra separate.
Yeah. For sure.
And
at least have a semi-final match or something.
Yeah. And now I'm worried. Like I want Zelina to win. She is my number 1 pick. Lyra's probably my 2 or 3, but I want Zelina.
Yep.
But she's in the same match as Ivy Nile, who they've been feuding with for a month, 2 months.
Yep.
So I feel like them two are gonna cross each other, and Lyra's gonna win. And I don't want that. I want Zelina to win.
Yeah.
So I'm kind of scared. But then the other matches we have Zoe Stark, Raquel Rodriguez, and Kaden Carter.
Raquel's sure going to win that.
I see Raquel winning that, yep. And then Alba Fire, Kairi Sane, and Natalia. Kairi Sane, potentially Natalia.
I reckon Nadia for maybe one last run. I don't really like it that much, but it's a story right there.
I did say this, and then you shut me down last week.
I
was like, Natalia could win, and you're like, no!
I don't want it to win, but I just think there's a storyline there for one last run, but I don't want it to get anywhere near it.
I think it would be Kairi or Natalia. It'd be interesting. Then we would have Dakota Kai versus Raquel.
I have maybe Raquel winning a.
And then the other side would be Lara/Zelina versus Kairi/Natalia, which will be probably Lara versus Zelina.
Yeah.
The winner of that. So that means we would have either Dakota Kai/Raquel.
Yeah.
Or Lyra/Zelina.
I'll give. You know what?
And I feel like that you can't really have 2 faces versus the tournament.
You could, but I'd rather not. You could, but you'd rather do like a.
So you could probably do Raquel.
Yeah.
Which finally makes her look good, because they've done it. They've been on and off every week. It's been like, oh wow, she looks really strong. Oh wow, she looks really weak now. Oh wow, she looks really strong again.
Yeah.
Versus Zelina or Lyra.
Well, you know what? I reckon Raquel should win it. From this bracket, if you've told me she should win it.
Over Lyra, Zelina, and Dakota?
Yeah. And then, like, maybe they can eventually lead to a bit of tension. Like, oh, I'm the champ. No, I'm the champ. Like, with both of them being champs, you know?
And then they win the tag titles, and then they have every title.
So, like, a 2-man power, like, the 2-woman power trip, like, Stone Cold and Triple H.
There you go.
There you go.
No, I think Raquel could make the final, if it's not Dakota Kai.
I know you're big on Zelina, though, so it's...
It needs to be Zelina, but she's going to lose to Lyra. I can see it. Lyra's going to beat her on the roll.
I'll be down for Zelina, but I think I've just made that storyline and I've convinced myself Raquel is the way to go for the inaugural IC champ.
I don't think Raquel wins. I think it'll be one of the three I said, Dakota Kai, Lara, or Selena. But Raquel, I think, could make the final to be the heels that they have to try and beat.
Yeah.
Lara and Zelina have both had mini moments with Liv, so it would kind of heat that up.
Yeah.
Like Lara when she was dealing with Becky, when Liv was trying to win the title off Becky, and then Zelina as Liv's first defense. So I feel like it could be one of those versus Raquel, and then Liv could try and get involved in the match or something.
Yeah, that's a big possibility.
Yeah. So that's the Intercontinental title. What else have we got? We got to try and be quick.
I think we've got maybe 1 or 2 more seconds because I need a shout that I'm a stinky bum.
Cody and KO.
That's it. We got officially announced on SmackDown for Sunday.
Saturday main event, probably going to be the main event.
Yeah.
We got a moment of Cody Rhodes saying the word penis on the Jimmy Fallon show. That's funny.
I didn't even see that. That sounded actually mega cringe.
Yeah. He was basically saying that Kevin Owens gets mad because he has a tiny penis. That's pretty much it was a lot more drawn out than that, but that's pretty much what the whole
punchline.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Michin defeats Slash Legend and Piper Niven on SmackDown.
Oh yeah, but triple. Yeah.
R-Truth rolls up Pete Dunne.
Oh.
R-Truth winning again. I love it.
Stop it.
R-Truth.
Can Pete Dunne just annihilate all his fingers and just fucking squash him?
I think he will eventually, but having this draw out a little bit longer because R-Truth wins, and now Pete Dunne's going to be pissed. I love it.
I'm pissed.
I love that. Anything else we need to cover?
No, I think that's it for the day.
Oh, wait, no. Gunther versus Dominic Mysterio. Dom was getting Dirty Dom chance. I'm telling you right now, you have not believed me ever since this Fatal 4-Way that Dom nearly won. I've said it. Dom will turn face.
Well, of course he's got to turn face eventually.
No, I'm talking pretty soon.
Like I reckon within the next year he's got to turn face, I reckon within
the next few months. I think when he turns on Finn Balor, he will be the face. Who would want Finn Balor as the face over Dom? I'm telling you, Finn has been an asshole in this Judgment Day, inside the Judgment Day, how he's like, I'm the best, blah, blah, blah. Dom is going to, be the face against Finn. I'm telling you now.
You know what, we're recording this.
Yeah. I'm telling
when is he turning face by? You call it and then...
whenever the Judgment, whenever he's against Finn, whenever their little rivalry blows up, it'll be Dom as the face. Everyone wanted Dom to win. Give me a time
frame.
Before Mania.
Alright, you went to heel. If he gets this, I'm shouting him a Dirty Dom shirt.
Oh, mad. I'm getting a free shirt because he's definitely turning face. Dom, everyone wanted him to win this Fatal 4-Way, and he just fell short because Damien broke it up.
Yeah.
And now he's getting cheered. He's getting cheered. He's getting chances to beat Gunther, the World Heavyweight Champion.
I think he won't go more than a tweener before Mania.
Because when he does turn face, those boos are going to be the loudest cheers. He will get the pop of the night every night. Dom is that over. I know he's over because everyone loves to hate him, but when he what if he goes back to Rhea? That would that's face.
That's mega face.
That's bigger face.
That's mega face.
It when you think about it, it shouldn't be because he's jumping between girls.
Yeah.
But I'm telling you, Dom's going to become face eventually.
But or before Mania.
Yeah,
he's got this on camera, so if he gets it,
I said it since the Fatal 4-Way, and you're like, there's no way in hell.
Not yet.
And I'm like,
if we're not going more than twin before Mania, I reckon in full face, maybe SummerSlam.
He's getting Dirty Dom chance against the World Heavyweight Champion Gunther. And he's in this mini rivalry with Finn right now, in a family rivalry. And Finn is an asshole. There's no way Finn is the face.
He will not turn full face before Mania. I reckon no more than a tweener.
Liv and Raquel defeat Damage Control. Rhea comes out, gets thrown into the corner of the announce table. They're really using the corner of the announce table now after the Bron thing. So that's brutal.
The White Six and
White Six and Karrion Kross. Like I said, we'll get to Karrion Kross later. I said that at the start.
Well, we've got a minute to go.
I'm trying to rush through. But Karrion Kross, this whole Scarlett thing, was that last week or this week?
Last week.
Last week, the Karrion Kross Scarlett thing. And now he's cut a thing. He's like, I'm pumped now, and now we're getting an 8-man tag match. Miz doesn't want to be a part of this 8-man tag match.
It was a high.
But
Uncle Hyde's bringing his ass.
It's going to be a banger, that match. I think it's next week.
I reckon maybe a double DQ, maybe have a bloody, I don't know, street fight or something like that in 2 weeks' time or something again.
Yeah. The
match gets thrown out.
I feel like we need some Uncle Howdy versus Karrion Kross, Uncle Howdy versus The Miz. I feel like we need those matches as well.
Yeah.
So this won't be the end of the thing at all.
Yeah.
Anything else we need to cover there? No. That's pretty much it. NXT.
How cool's Iron Survivor? I love the concept.
Okay, let me try and quickly figure out who the deadline matches. But you can gush over the...
Bro, it is the coolest concept. It actually feels like so much more strategic and tactical compared to any other match. Like when to go, like really amp up the intensity, when to pick your moment, who's the weak one, like, alright, who am I coming after first, after, if I cop a pin in the penalty box, you know? It is...
Yeah, the penalty box and the pins and all that.
It gives that real sports feeling like, I hate to admit it, but Arsenal knocked off Man United this morning 2-0 from 2 set pieces from the corner. You know how tactical that is? By Arteta, that little weed rat, man, with his corners.
So the NXT title match, Trick Williams versus Ridge Holland. Ridge just hospitalized Trick literally this week, so it'd be interesting with Trick going in after just going to the hospital apparently. So I think Trick should retain, but Ridge has been booked really well, so I could see him actually upsetting Trick.
And Chase U as well, that's massive.
Yeah.
So
the Chase U, which we don't have time to talk about, but that Chase U is now done. But technically, I think Andre Chase has only left Thea, Duke, and Riley. I think he could still technically be a part of Chase U. Because when they kept specifying them 3 rather than Chase U.
Okay, I didn't know that part. Okay.
You got the Men's Iron Survivor Challenge. Wesley, Ethan Page, Nathan Frazier, Javon Evans, and Eddie Thorpe.
I'm feeling Eddie Thorpe for that one.
Eddie Thorpe to win it.
Yes, I'm feeling Eddie Thorpe.
I can see Ethan Page or Javon.
I got Eddie Thorpe with it. He's getting the HBK rub, you know, just like Waller did.
True.
So
he did.
I'm feeling Thorpe.
The Women's Iron Survivor, Julia, Stephanie Becker, Zaria, Sol Ruka, and Ren Sinclair. Ren defeated Cora Jade, Jada Parker, and Kalani Jordan.
Did you see the finish?
No, I didn't.
Spinning back fist, and she just falls onto the pin.
Because I haven't watched the match, but because I haven't had time to watch NXT, but I had to look at the results. So I'm surprised Ren beat them, but that's cool. Like, then we also have Lola Vice versus Jada Parker in the NXT Underground match. Yeah. So we get some more Lola Vice Underground, which is gonna be cool. And Jada, like, their feud's been great. Yeah. And then the NXT Tag Title match: Nathan Frazier and Axiom versus Tavian Heights and Miles Bourne from the No Quarter Catch Crew.
They actually had a pretty good tag team battle royal.
Yeah, I did see that.
That was pretty fun.
I've only watched some of this week's NXT, so
like opening 20 minutes.
Yeah. Well, I didn't watch the first match, but I've watched the Battle Royale and I've watched last week's NXT. Nathan Frazier's having 2 matches.
Yeah, Iron Survivor and the thing.
It's kind of crazy.
Mate, he's trying to do Darren Cole.
Do you think Nathan Frazier and Axiom retain? Since he's now having 2 matches?
You know what? Time for a title change, I reckon. Are
Tavian Heights and Miles Bourne really, like,
I think they'll do
that level?
I don't think so, but I reckon they'll use the excuse of like, alright, he's had 2 matches, he's gotta be fatigued.
I don't know what match is first. I feel like the tag match will be first.
Oh, that's a good shout. I don't know.
I think Nathan Frazier does not win the...
No, he doesn't win.
Survivor.
He doesn't win,
cool.
But I think he maybe be too fatigued, so whoever match...
I think they retain, though. I reckon they retain. If you got for Lola versus Jada, it'll be Underground, so I think Lola.
Yeah, you got the home field advantage.
Jada won their match at the ECW episode.
Yeah.
So I feel like Lola will win this.
Yeah, she'll win back, yeah.
Who's going to win the Women's Iron Survivor? Julia, Stephanie Becker, Zaria, Sol Ruka, Ren
Can I be biased?
Ren Sinclair. You're going to say Zaria.
Yeah. She's a beast. Actually, yeah. You know what? She doesn't need to win. Yeah, I can't change my mind. The bias in me says Zaria, just give the belt straight away. But I think Stephanie Becker has been chasing for a little bit longer, and then Zara can continue to be built up a bit more, being the absolute force she is. Where NXT is going to be now known as the Delta Dome, or Zaria Dome, because back in Riot City, the arena there used to be called the Delta Dome. So maybe keep building her up. She doesn't have to win, but she cannot take any pins.
Okay, so Julie and Stephanie Vaquer, they've been working together. Now we're finally going to see them against each other, as well as Zaria. So like all three of them in the same match versing each other.
Yep.
I can see Julie and Stephanie Vaquer maybe costing each other because they are such a big deal.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
So like them two and Zaria, them three are such a big deal, and I feel like a way to make them Julie and Stephanie Vaquer, we could see a feud between them two maybe.
Yeah.
And then they cost each other the Iron Survivor. I don't know. Imagine Ren won. That'd be sick.
Bruh.
If Ren won, oh my god.
Bruh.
I'm very over on Ren.
Mario.
So yeah, that's it for this episode. We had to really rush the ending.
Yeah.
But I think we smashed it. All right. See you more.